Hi, and welcome back. Grant Smith here from Century 21. And what a year it's been and how quickly the months have flown by. Already at the end of our third quarter and rolling into the final quarter of the year. It's been quite impressive over the last quarter, the team's efforts and the volume of sale that have been produced, with $10 million in residential sales for the quarter. But most importantly, it's been quite fascinating, the breakdown of how those sales were transacted and where the buyers came from, but most importantly, how consistent those results were with quarter two. Of the 17 sales that we made as an office in the past quarter, very interesting to see that the two highest sales purchase prices were from Sydney buyers. Fascinating enough, both of those properties were in multiple offer situations, and the Sydney buyers did come through at the highest prices compared to local buyers who weren't quite seeing the same level of value as what interstate purchases were. Over the past 12 months, there has been a lot of talk about the new hospital and the value of property reflecting that. Interestingly enough, only one of our sales from the 17 sales were to a doctor from the new hospital. This demonstrating only about 3% of our market is actually affected by the construction of the Kawana Private Hospital. Most recently, with the variable interest rates rising, we have seen a decrease in the volume of investors coming to the market. Only 2 sales transactions in the past quarter were from buyers looking to invest in property on the Sunshine Coast. Fascinating enough, both of those properties were under $450,000, however both producing a stronger than 5% return. In reflection of comparing the most 2 recent quarters of the year, there has been a similar volume of property both in the low end spectrum of the market right through to the high end, with 4 sales being under $300,000, 1 up on last quarter, and at the top end of the market, 4 sales over $1 million, which was slightly down on the 8 for the last quarter, but we are seeing a very similar medium with the natural number of sales progressing through with similar volume. Coming forward into the last quarter of the year, which naturally is the busiest time of year, people doing their interstate transfers, settling in before Christmas, or ultimately the new school year, the feeling of the market's quite strong at the moment. We are seeing buyer inquiry steady, however the quality is there and buyers are doing their research into what represents value into the market currently. We are extremely excited about what the final quarter of the year is going to bring, with Debbie Williams already on target for a record quarter. We're hoping that things do shape up to be similar for the team in general for the final quarter of the year, but most importantly, if you would like a further insight into my opinion of the market coming into the end of the year, give us a call at Century 21 if you have considered buying, selling, or property management.